We'll do a test.
Students from Avon's Middle High School are getting some real-life lessons from artisan and local business owner Len Daly. As part of their community service hours, these senior members of the student body took on this assignment, and they are developing some skills. After several weeks in the design process, they started cutting glass.
You have to take the piece of glass and use the glass cutters, which basically make a scratch down wherever you're making it, and then the scratch helps to break it wherever you put it.
It's all part of a project suggested by Avon's Anniversary Committee, something that would commemorate the town's 125 years.
I think it's a good memory, something that represents the 125 years, and the window is a good thing to have because it will be able to stick around for a long time and other people will be able to see it on the 150th anniversary.
It's kind of like brain surgery. It either works or it doesn't.
As director of the project, Len Daly focused in on each student's strengths to maximize on the abilities and talents of these young artists.
We all decided on a font called Lobster, and it kind of reminds me of old-fashioned style print or whatever, so I thought it would fit what we're trying to do with back in the 1800s and bringing it into modern times.
There were many techniques introduced and each demanded a certain skill, and as these skills were developed, it became clear what the best part of this assignment is.
It involves the high school students, obviously, and I think they should be involved in stuff like this because usually they don't get involved in these types of projects. Also, it's for community service, and it is a funner community service to do. It's not boring, it's actually interesting. You actually do learn a skill.
You're building it loose, so this would come out and this comes over.
Robert painstakingly and ever so slowly traces the dates with an X-Acto knife.
My art teacher, she talked to me about community service and I needed some hours, so I decided to check it out at least, see what is going on, see if I liked it, so I stopped by.
To about, say, 1,200, 1,300 degrees.
And Robert must have liked what he saw, becoming an important member of the team.
We kind of thought of things that were important to the town, so I took a picture of the house and a picture of the statue.
So these two images were chosen to be the focal point, bringing the stained glass window full circle, using cutting-edge technology.
I took pictures of the house across the street and the monument in the middle of town, and I kind of just photoshopped them together into one picture, and then I added grass and stuff to make it look like it's just one picture.
We want to see how it looks as a test, and then if it looks good, we'll use the full image.
And through a process where a soaked copy of the picture is fired into the glass.
And I look at the surface of the glass to see if it's shiny.
This all illustrates how an enthusiastic and talented teacher shares what he does for a living.
I'm thrilled with the project and gives me a chance to work with a younger group of kids as opposed to adult ed classes that I teach. They got to learn a lot of different aspects of the glass. They got to make some other projects not even related to this, but they got to complete some other things.
It's obvious that Len Daly is getting as much out of this project as the students. And in addition to the town acquiring a unique and very special work of art, the town's school system is developing a very valuable partnership.
Every business in every town has something to offer, kids that are growing up. And if you get them at an early age, you can inspire them or maybe educate them to the point where maybe they'll do something in the future related to that.
So here it is, a 125th anniversary present to the town of Avon. Students demonstrated their talents, a willingness to learn, and their generous spirit. Brought out through a nurturing business relationship with the schools, and the town has this beautiful stained glass window, worked with the hands and seen through the eyes of youth.
I think it's a good memory, something that represents the 125 years, and the window is a good thing to have because it will be able to stick around for a long time.